What is up, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Scary Gamer and welcome back to a brand new video. Today we are reviewing the second studio album by the band Love and Death. I'm, again, just like Foo Fighters before, I wasn't really aware of these guys until recently. I remember they announced some new project. I was like, okay, I'm kind of interested, so I checked out some of the material, ended up enjoying it, and here we are reviewing it. Love and Death is a very weird band, to say the least, with some well-known icons being in the band itself, as well as the band not really sticking to one genre. In my opinion, I think they're all over the place, whether you want to call them Christian metal, new metal, alternative metal, whatever you want to call the band. They're just kind of up for debate, and that's why I kind of like them in a weird way, because they're not sticking to one genre. They're not restricting themselves to one sound, and I kind of really enjoy that, to say the least. So today, without further ado, the album Perfectly Preserved was released on February 12th of, this year. And just like Foo Fighters, I am late. I am aware. But late or not, I just had to review it. The album is 10 songs long, 35 minutes, and 17 seconds long, with many amazing tracks such as Down, The Hunter, White Flag, Lo Lamento, Down, Tragedy, Death of Us, and let's not forget their cover of Let Me Love You featuring Lacey Sturm. This band is very interesting, to say the least, since, like I said before, it's a very experimental band. The album features bassist of Breaking Benjamin, Jason Roch, and the guitarist of Korn, Brian Head Welch. And two icons, to be honest. I really enjoy Korn, I really enjoy Breaking Benjamin, and even though they're not the biggest icons behind the bands, they're still amazing musicians, and this band definitely does not rely heavily on their other bands. They don't sound like Breaking Benjamin, they don't sound like Korn, they're just trying to do their own thing, basically. And even though it was a 8-year gap between their first release, between Here and Lost back in 2013, 8 years later, they still keep their signature sound that they created on that album, but just expands on it a little bit more. And I really enjoy a lot of the guest stars on here. They don't overshadow Brian or any of the other vocalists. They don't rely heavily on these guest stars like, rap albums or pop albums do mostly anymore. They just still do their same thing, just with a little bit of help, and I really, really enjoy that. The first single release was Down, and I was really on board when I first heard it. It is an amazing song. And then along the way, they released White Flag featuring Ryan Hayes, and it is a amazing song, just like Down. And then they released the song The Hunter featuring Keith Wallen, which is alright. The chorus is amazing. I think it's just the build-up that they don't do really well with. The album took me a few listens to really get behind. At first I was really disappointed because I hyped myself up a little too much going into this album, especially with 3 amazing singles. But after a few listens, I really got behind the idea of the whole album and really, really just started to enjoy it. It is an amazing rock album, to say the least. It is definitely I would give it an 8 out of 10 as well. At the end of the day, it is a really amazing album, and I really suggest you guys give these guys a chance and go and listen to this album. Or maybe even if you have listened to this album and you enjoyed it like me, definitely check out their entire discography, because as of right now, they are very underrated. I appreciate this album for several reasons, not only having good music, but being kind of their big breakout album. A lot of Sirius XM stations are now playing this song. Spotify, Loudwire, all of them are picking these guys up finally and putting them in their playlists and giving them the attention and love they definitely deserve, and they definitely worked hard to get to. It feels like more of a side love project that than a full-on band, and I really understand that. I don't think the band is going to get much bigger than they already are, which is fine. It's all right. But I definitely am very curious to see if there's going to be more albums in the future, if there's going to be more, just maybe even EPs or just standalone singles. But until then, I'm glad we got this album, and it is definitely a 8 out of 10 album to say the least. So, anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this review. If you guys did, leave a like, comment down below what you guys thought of Perfectly Preserved by Love and Death. And as always, I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out.